Hello, hello, hello. Hello. How's everyone doing? Oh yeah, the weather in Chicago, we have snow. That snow is coming down. It's coming down real bad. It's cold and we got snow in Chicago. So that's how crazy it is. Yes, yes, yes. So snow and cold in Chicago. That's what's going on. Hey, hey, hey. So yeah, we got snow. Hey, Fontaine. Hey, GR. Look, you all. Look, I'm going to email you, Danny. Okay, I'm going to email you, Danny. Traffic was terrible. Yes, it's really bad in Chicago, you all. We got this snow, and I am not looking forward to this. This is terrible. Like I'm not ready. I am not ready for this snow. Oh my God, that's horrible. And it's cold. It is cold. So you would think if you lived in Chicago all your life that you'll get used to this weather, but no, y'all, it's terrible. Oh, and traffic was terrible. Yeah, just trying to get to places. We went to the store earlier. You would think people never drove in the snow before. Oh, so I just have to because see, my thing is these illegals and they steady coming, right? That's my thing. I just can't. That's when I go down there and to City Hall, and when I'm just going and they getting in their butt, it's these illegals everywhere. That's my pet peeve, you all. And then we have to spend our money. So what I'm gonna do is make sure I shine a light on what's going on and how we have been invaded, because it's said that we've got lucky last couple of years in Chicago. Yes, we have gotten lucky, you all, the last couple of years. Like last year, I don't think we had it didn't even snow until like January, and we only had like 3 snow days, I believe. But yeah, that's so we got spoiled. We got really spoiled to nice weather. But anyway, getting back to yes. So getting back to this, just shining the light on what's going on in Chicago and just America with the migrant crisis and how bad it is. Because it just shocks me that how people who live in Chicago don't know this going on. Do not know. You all would be surprised on Facebook and stuff. When I put this stuff up, people don't even know what's going on, and they live in Chicago. So this is like unbelievable how ignorant people are to what's going on. So I just wanted to show you all, because this is going to affect all the sanctuary cities. This is going to affect just America and a city near you, filling out everywhere. So let me just show you all real quick a video that I was looking at when I was watching, and I'm like, this is crazy. This is crazy. This just goes to show you how we dodged with Kamala. Let me show y'all. Look who come. Look at this. I'm just gonna show y'all. I'm just gonna let y'all see. These people, look at this. I want y'all to look at this good. Look at this. So these people are hanging out way. Hay que esperar, igualito uno le toca seguir subiendo, porque ya que hay que esperar que él llegue a la presidencia y decida qué va a hacer con nosotros.
que todos estamos esperando lo mismo, esperando su respuesta. Si nos deja cruzar a su país o nos deportan a
Okay.
Venezuela, a cada país.
Let me show you this.
Sí tenemos mucho miedo porque según será la cita.
So look. Okay, so we're gonna dive into this. I just want to give you all a visual. These people are headed to the U.S. border, and they're headed here before Trump get in office. So they don't care. They just coming. You see, in droves. These people are coming here in droves. Thousands of people are flooding to our border before Trump gets in office. So this is what they're saying. They're trying to get in. So that lets you know that if Kamala would have got in, these people would definitely be, they wouldn't have an issue. It would be more coming. But do you see, get a visual. This is just a couple of thousand. This is just a few thousand. We have at least 21 million people here. What could you imagine that? Imagine if that was that many, what you all saw in that video, if you 100 times doubled that coming into America. And then think about that. So those were just thousands. We have 70,000 and counting just here in Chicago alone. So this is what we had to look forward to. This is what Kamala and Joe Biden administration is about. This is what the Democrat Party agenda is about. So now let me just show you all, and let me show you all how all of it is going to, if you live in Chicago, this is why we are really shining a light, because people in Chicago don't have a clue of what's going on. Some of them don't. So this is, now let's just give it a little breakdown, show you a video of one of the independent journalists talking about this. And to let you know, the Biden and Harris was not trying to stem the flow of illegals coming across the border. They opened the border to allow these people in. It was all a lie. These people they've been flown in. They've been given, they just been given the red light the green light to come in. This is what these people, the Biden and Harris administration has done. All right, let me show you another video and just break it down. This is, okay, he's gonna break it down. And they basically showing you the same thing.
Cardio will step in and warn me. Sometimes I'll attempt.
Here, I know you cover this very.
Okay,
And welcome back to Live Now from Fox. I'm Andrew Kraft. We're switching gears to turn our attention to the southern border here. Take a look at some of this video. This is what we know. There's been a lot of talk surrounding President-elect Trump's mass deportation plans. And now a new group of 1,500 people is headed to the southern U.S. border, reportedly trying to get there before Trump's second term begins. So for more on this new caravan, we're going to be joined by Auden Cabello. He's an independent journalist who covers the border and immigration, and he joins me. Auden, thanks for being with us here. I know you cover this very closely. I wanted to ask, though.
Okay, so this is real quick. These people, Brandon Johnson let them Mexican aldermen sell. Yeah, yes. Usually when governments move people out of a land, they want something in the ground. Yeah, so Venezuela was rich on that oil. So now you saw, now these people are trying to come in before Trump gets in. So it's a lot, they are caravans in the thousands that are coming in, and this is just a visual of what they're trying to do before Trump gets in office. So this is the issue. This is what Trump is going to be dealing with when he had to do the mass deportation. So it's people intentionally getting ready to come over here and break the law, and they're going to try to get in before Trump gets in office. So now what? You know Trump said he's going to deport you, but they don't care because it's a chance that they can get in and hide. But this is what we are up against, why the mainstream media is trying to tell you this ain't what we want. This is not ethical. This is not, these are human beings. These are human beings making a conscious decision to come over here and break the law, even though they know that our president has said that you can't come over here unvetted, you can't come over here illegally, and these people are intentionally breaking the law to get over here, and they're trying to do it before Trump gets in. And now you tell me you want me to feel sorry for these people who are doing this, and now we have to pay our tax money, we have to get them free everything, and we suffer. This is what the Democrat Party wants you to This is what the Democratic Party wants you to deal with. This is what they want us to deal with, and they want us to shut our mouth and don't say nothing.
I know you cover this very, very closely. I wanted to ask, though, where is this group now on their journey?
Yeah, so this is the sixth caravan that has left since Claudia Sheinbaum became president of Mexico.
The sixth.
5 have left Tapachula and 1 left Tuxtla Gutierrez, all in the state of Chiapas. This particular one left this morning out of Tapachula, and their goal is to reach central Mexico, more specifically Mexico City, which is a sanctuary city. And just north of there, that's where they hop on the freight train, La Bestia, and that's how they make it to border towns like Piedras Negras and cross to Eagle Pass, something we saw in all of 2023 when we saw those mass groups crossing there. They were all arriving on train to Piedras Negras.
Okay, so real quick. So what he's saying is, this is the sixth caravan. That means the caravan this is the 6,000th of people who have started leaving and going through Mexico since the Mexican, they had that woman president, and so Mexico had that woman. They appointed that woman who was the president. So he's been president. This is the sixth caravan that has headed to to our border. So Eagle Pass. That's the point of entry that they're coming in. So if this is the sixth caravan, that means, could you imagine six groups of thousands of these headed to the border? So what he's saying is, they're getting on trains, they're getting on they're hopping on trains and things like that, and they're getting rides and to the border. This is how they're doing it. They're coming through Mexico, and that's why Trump told the president that he spoke with her and told her, if she keep allowing these people to come in, because they're coming in through Mexico to get to our border. So he told her, if you keep allowing these people to cross into Mexico to get here, then he's going to put tariffs on her. So now that's going to make her do her job. So that means it's going to stem the crisis before it even gets started. It's going to stem the flow in Mexico before they even get a chance to come through Mexico and get to our border. So this is what we're dealing with. And this is what tariffs and things is. This is what Trump is negotiating, and this is how he's using tariffs as well to negotiate, to make sure these people and the Mexican authorities and the Mexican president do her job. Stop letting them come through here, because they're using Mexico to come through here to get to the United States. So this is basically what he said. Okay.
On train to Piedras Negras by the hundreds and occasionally by the thousands. And talking to some of these migrants in these caravans, now that they've realized that President Trump is coming into office, it's having the effect that was somewhat unexpected. They're not going to go back to their country of origin. They feel the pressure of making it to the U.S. border and into the U.S. Before Inauguration Day. hoping that they can still make it under the Biden administration and be accepted into the country.
Okay, but with that,
Okay, did you all just hear what he just said? They know this. So they know President Trump, what he said. They don't care. They're trying to get here under the Biden administration and just do what they want to do. Listen to what he just said. I'm going to let y'all hear that again. Because he said he spoke to some of these people. So
that was somewhat unexpected. They're not going to go back to their country of origin. They feel the pressure of making it to the U.S. border and into the U.S. Before Inauguration Day, hoping that they can still make it under the Biden administration and be accepted into the country.
okay, but with that logic, though, President-elect Donald Trump has said that every person here, illegally and undocumented, will be deported by however way or means there. That's words from President-elect Trump. So, based on that logic, why are they still coming? Why are these people still forming these caravans, trying to get to the United States? With those designs, with those plans being put in place here, Stephen Miller, who's going to be a key policy advisor in the next Trump term, said on Fox News a couple of days ago that this is priority number one on day one. So why?
why? Why they coming?
Yeah, so I've been to Tapachula and I've spoken to a lot of these migrants and gotten to know their thinking, their thought process. And Tapachula is ground zero for the migrants. And there's a differentiation that needs to be made there in Tapachula with the migrants. There's some that once you know where they're coming from and their economic status, you know where they're going to cross and how they're going to cross.
Listen to this.
So, for example, those with the resources will pay the organized crime. And most of them were crossing, they were flying into border towns like Mexicali, Monterrey, and they would cross in different border towns. The ones we're seeing in caravan.
Okay, so he's saying the ones with a little money, they're being flown in and they're being hit, they're crossing in border towns. So those are the ones with a little money. That's how they're getting in. But they're not, they definitely not going back to their place of origin. That's what he said. Now listen to the ones, what he said about the ones who don't have the money.
Where they're going to cross and how they're going to cross. So, for example, those with the resources will pay the organized crime. And most of them were crossing, they were flying into border towns like Mexicali, Monterrey, and they would cross in different border towns. The ones we're seeing in caravans, they're the poorest of the poor. They've sold whatever they had back in their country of origin. They don't have anything. And that's why they're going from shelter to shelter, NGO to NGO. And at this point, they've sold everything. And their thinking is, I have no other goal in life right now than to make it into the U.S. and give it a shot. And if I get deported, well, then it's going to be on their dime, meaning the U.S. Taxpayer is going to pay for it, and they don't have to go back.
Listen to what that, I'm going to rewind that back. Listen to what he just said. These people have sold whatever they had, came here anyway. And not only did they come here anyway, they're going to different NGOs, the shelters and stuff, and while they're crossing, because they're going to different shelters and staying there, then keep there, then at while they are on their way here, because the shelters have like landing zones for them to get sleep, housing, and all that stuff, and then when they finish, they basically start back on their way here. But listen to what he just said. Their thinking is, they're just hoping they get here before Biden leave. And if they get deported, if they have to go back, then they're going to make the taxpayer pay for this, for them to go back to where they came from. That way they won't have to pay. So they're going to try to get here, and if they can get in, good. If they can't, then they ain't worried about it, because the taxpayer is gonna have to pay to get them back, to fly them back to their place of origin. This is what this man just said. This is their thinking. So while they telling you to feel sorry for these people, this is their thinking. I'm going there anyway, and if I gotta come back, then at least won't be on my dime. It'll be on the taxpayer dime. This is what they're thinking. This is terrible. Now I'm gonna go back a little bit. So y'all I'm going to go back Let
The
you hear
ones
it.
we're seeing in caravans, they're the poorest of the poor. They've sold whatever they had back in their country of
Listen.
origin. They don't have anything. And that's why they're going from shelter to shelter, NGO to NGO. And at this point, they sold everything. And their thinking is, I have no other goal in life right now than to make it into the U.S. and give it a shot.
Listen.
And if I get deported, well, then be on their dime, meaning the U.S. Taxpayer is going to pay for it, and they don't have to go back with their resources. That's their logic, that's their thinking, and right now they're running out of time, and that's why they're going to make a mad rush to the border, something that I've been reporting.
Yeah, Auden, I want to talk about the numbers. Roughly 1,500 here is being reported. And it can be hard to kind of ballpark the number by just looking at some of the video here. Is there the event, the possibility that some of these individuals here don't make it, that they just stay in Mexico? And where are they coming from? It's not just Mexico, other countries, right?
Yes, the majority is Latin America. A lot of Venezuelans are still part of these caravans. And just to keep in mind, Tapachula is still receiving up to 1,000 migrants a day.
Listen.
And it's overcrowded in Tapachula, and these caravans also, they're making it to other small towns in Chiapas. Some right now, like we said, they're trying to make it to Mexico City, to the shelters. Initially, they've been doing that all year.
All year.
And processing their CBP. But right now, it's so many of them trying to do that application.
Okay, listen to what he said. CBT1, that's the app that they were able, that the Kamala and Biden administration were able to let them get in here. They was using that app. And so this is what he's getting ready to talk about now, with the app that they were allowing them to come in. So I'm going to go back. So listen.
Yes, the majority is Latin America. A lot of Venezuelans are still part of these caravans. And just to keep in mind, Tapachula is still receiving up to 1,000 migrants a day.
So they get 1,000 migrants a day.
It's overcrowded in Tapachula, and these caravans also, they're making it to other small towns in Chiapas. Some right now, like we said, they're trying to make it to Mexico City, to the shelters. Initially, they've been doing that all year and processing their CBP. But right now, it's so many of them trying to do that application that it's crashing the system. They're getting frustrated. They're getting impatient. And now that's why there's this urgent rush to get to the border.
See?
So I wanted to talk about as well, if there is any, leadership structure.
Okay. So this is
caravans. Is there any organization?
Okay, so listen, because this is getting ready to be real important. So look what he's saying. It's so many people now trying to do the app, it's too much now. So now they're getting frustrated because they can't get flown in here using that app. So now, because everybody is using it, so this is what he just said. So I want you all to understand. He said it's thousands of people a day coming in to Capalupa, whatever, Chupa. I can't say Capachupa, whatever that is. Okay, so that means if it's thousands a day, imagine how many are trying to come here, because they're just coming through there to try to get to Mexico City, to the shelters, and then try to get here. So thousands a day, you all. So imagine how many people are on their way here just to get here before Trump gets in office. And this is what this administration is allowing. Okay, now this part is going to be very, very important, because he's going to tell you all who are the people helping these people and showing them how to get here and making sure they get here. See, these people they're just not coming over here blindly. They're just not packing up and saying, I want to go to America. They had help from the people in America that's supposed to be helping the Americans. So he's getting ready to talk about this. So listen real closely to what he's saying.
border.
So I wanted to talk about as well, if there is any, leadership structure to these caravans. Is there any organization, or is it kind of an amorphous blob of people? I mean, who's in charge here? I guess my question is.
Yeah, so in Tapachula, you have individuals like Luis Villagran. He has an NGO, an organization. He's been organizing some of these caravans, but once they leave Tapachula, he'll stay back and pretty much organize the next one. And then from there, these caravans, a natural leader will come out of there and kind of lead. And that's why they're leaving as a caravan they say it's to protect themselves from organized crime. And they're also being escorted by the National Guard, usually the Red Cross, just to provide any assistance. So they're not completely alone. There's still some guidance there. They're being led and protected.
So what will their claims be?
National
are
Guard?
These quote-unquote asylum seekers? Can they make a verifiable, valid asylum claim, or no? Are they just hoping their chances are good to cross illegally once they get there and if they get there?
Yeah, so we've been seeing the reports that they're not properly being vetted, not even under CBP-1. And under the Biden administration, they've been let into the country. And that's still their belief that, their days are counted and they're limited. And that's this urgency that they can still get in.
Okay.
Whether it was under CBP-1 or crossing illegally and then claiming asylum, they were still being let into the country. So that's their thinking, and that's why they're moving north.
All right, Aden Cabello, thanks for joining us, and thanks for sharing us the video that you shot there.
So y'all see that? Mexico said they couldn't come back there. Yeah, and Venezuela said they couldn't come back there. So you have the Red Cross, you have the National Guards, you have them, and exactly FEMA helping these people. So they just not blindly coming. They're coming with assistance. And then you heard them say protecting them. So these people are coming. You know what's happening in America. And then they just telling them, come on. We already have 21 million here. And heard what he said. They're not properly vetted. They know they won't be properly vetted. They know they're going to be let in here and they're going to be let go. So they just figuring once we get here, we just got to get here before Trump gets in office. You heard them say under the Biden and Harris administration, then they're going to be able to come in because they know they're not going to properly vet them. They're not going to, they can just say, I'm seeking asylum, and they're not going to ask them where, because you got to prove that. Then they just going to say, okay, come on in. They know that. So they're just trying to get here before Trump gets in office. Red Cross fraud, National Guard is a state, which state? Well, he didn't say. He just said the National Guards is helping them, protecting them. So this is what's happening. Let me let you hear it again.
Caravans, but once they leave Tapachula, they'll stay back and pretty much organize the next one.
So
and
listen again.
A natural leader will come out of there and kind of lead, and that's why they're leaving as a caravan they say it's to protect themselves from organized crime. And they're also being escorted by the National Guard, usually the Red Cross, just to provide any assistance. So they're not completely alone. They're still.
So you heard the National Guard and the Red Cross. Could be New Mexico, California. Yeah, so this is what we are seeing, and this is what's going on. So this is just an independent journalist who just shot it, and he's showing it. This is how this is getting out. The mainstream media is not showing you this. Okay, they won't show you this because what they're going to try to do is when Trump start getting rid of all these people, they're going to put on your heartstrings, like I keep saying. Oh my God, look, how can he take these families? How can he do this to these innocent people? These innocent people are seeking asylum. And see, this is what they're going to be pushing. The liberal media is going to be pushing to you all. This is why I'm showing you this, because these people are coming over knowing that they're breaking the law, knowing that Trump is going to implement the biggest deportation. They don't care. And what they're saying is, oh well, I'm gonna try to get here, and if I can't, if he wanna make me leave, then they pay for it. I'm not using none of my resources to pay for it. So if you want me to leave, then you got to pay for it. The taxpayer, the American taxpayer, will have to pay for them if they want to send me back. This is, the man just said, this is their mentality. He talked to them. So now, no, why don't we make you pay for it? If you come over here legally, then no, you pay to go back. You see what I'm saying? You see the arrogance and just you all, this is just ridiculous. Especially when the American citizens are just, we are taxed out. We are going, holiday season's coming up. A lot of my clients saying, Danny, you know, I'm not having too much for nothing, because shoot, I can barely afford food. You see what I'm saying? This is what they're saying. People that I'm listening to, Daddy, I'm not really going to be cooking too much because food's so high, we can barely afford it. While you have people who, this is their mentality, to come over here and they are getting 4,000 in food stamps. They eating good. They don't have, they can go right in the store. They can buy anything they want, cook good, eat good, because they don't have to worry about rent. They don't have to worry about food. They don't have to worry about schooling. They don't have to worry about medical. They're not worried about anything. So they're getting free. They're getting stamps up to 3,000. So now they can go to the store during the holiday, and they gonna be cooking real good. Food everywhere. Then, okay, let's just say Christmas. Everybody broke. I don't do Christmas because I'm not gonna just go spend all my money and all that. I don't do that. But people who want to do Christmas, they don't have the money to just buy their kids what they usually want to do. But guess what? You got illegals coming in here getting 5,000 free vouchers, free everything, and $5,000 in cash. Guess what? They kids gonna be eating good, and they kids gonna have a great Christmas holiday. While we, the American people, are sitting here broke, and you still, Brandon Johnson in Chicago, still want to go up on our taxes and tax us for this garbage. And these people are making a conscious decision to come over here anyway, even though they know that, okay, they might be getting deported. Oh, well, it won't be on my dime. This is the mentality. All those little children, good chance they'll wind up on the missing children. Yeah. Send them back to where they were picked up on the other side. Exactly. Stop all the federal funding. That's what Trump is going to have to do. Stop the federal funding with these sanctuary cities. But see, you see what I'm saying? Exactly. What we should do is round up all, since that's what you all think it is, round up great round them up and out of Mexico, however you came in, just sit you right over there. You came in, have the military on the wall, on the border, and just put you right over there, and now you figure out how to get back. But you're not gonna get back on our dime. You figure out how to get back. You shouldn't have came. So you're coming in with knowing that you're getting ready to break the law. That's the audacity. This is what I'm talking about. This is what the Democrat Party, this is what they want us to accept. And this is what they wanted us to vote for. This is what they wanted us to vote for. And they still haven't learned. Now, let me let you Capachupa style. Laugh out loud. I hope I said it right. Stop all the federal funding. Yeah. Now, listen, if you stay in Chicago and Brandon Johnson just did a press conference saying about since he was shut down with the $300 million property tax hike. Then he came back and proposed 150 million for us, the taxpayers. All while saying, no, he's not going to let Trump get rid of these people. So listen to what this man, the reporter asked him, and listen to his response. The reporter broke it down. He broke it down. And listen to the idiot. This is their mentality. Listen to the idiot. Brandon.
Chicagoans are very alarmed.
Okay, look.
That at a time, Chicagoans are very alarmed that at a time when Chicago is clearly fighting for its financial.
Okay, hold on. So this is the reporter William Kelly. If you notice, if you all see some of his, he always tell it like it is. Stick it to Brandon Johnson, telling him the facts and calling him out. So this is what at the press conference. This is him talking to Brandon Johnson.
Chicagoans are very alarmed that at a time when Chicago is clearly fighting for its financial survival, that you're out of state campaigning for Kamala Harris. You are defending Little Dirk. This is your priority.
Listen.
You and your wife Stacy have a 200 plus CPD police security detail when real Chicagoans are obviously afraid and victims of violent crime.
Okay, hold on. Let me just listen to what this man just said. I hope y'all listening. He just said, you and your wife have a 200 CPD detail. This is you and your wife, Brandon Johnson. So they're spending, this is the money they're spending for a 200 CPD police officer detail, him and his wife. So this is where some of our money going. So he just breaking it down to what's going on. Let me get it back again.
Chicagoans are very alarmed that at a time when Chicago is clearly fighting for its financial survival, that you're out of state campaigning for Kamala Harris. You are defending Little Dirk. This is your priority. You and your wife Stacy have a 200 plus CPD police security detail when real Chicagoans are obviously afraid and victims of violent crime. And of course, they feel that you are taxing them into financial slavery to pay for migrants. The exact amount of this tax increase that you're proposing is, I think, to the penny, what you've already given to one of the migrant vendors. The migrant vendor named Favorite Healthcare Staffing, not to mention all the other migrant vendors. Wouldn't it make more sense?
Okay, hold on, y'all. Real quick. So this is just, remember I just broke it down in the other video about all the money he's giving to these migrant shelters. Remember I just told y'all in the other video to Favorite Staffing and Equity Staffing. So I just told you all to staff, to house the migrants, to pay for the migrants, free everything, housekeeping, food, everything. So this report is breaking down facts. You're taxing the Chicago citizens the very exact dollar that you spent on the migrants. You're trying to get that money. You're taking that. You're trying to extract that from the citizens. So this is what this man is doing. This is why we had to reject this. This is why it's a slap in the face. So you bring these people here, and then you spend all of our money and you steal some, and now you're going to try to get it back by taxing us to get that back. How dare you do that? And then not only that, you double down and say, and I'm not going to let Trump come and get them. So we're going to spend more money. So this is listen to what he's saying. I hope y'all listening. Okay, let me back it up a little bit, and then I'm gonna leave it, and I'm gonna stop interrupting.
This tax increase that you're proposing is, I think, to the penny, what you've already given to one of the migrant vendors. The migrant vendor named Favorite Healthcare Staffing, not to mention all the other migrant vendors. Wouldn't it make more sense for your tax increase to simply be called a migrant tax on Chicagoans?
A migrant tax on Chicago.
If you could just do me a favor, the next time you refer to my wife, refer to her as the First Lady. I prefer that you not remain so familiar with her that way.
Right.
Okay.
The First Lady, and you
All right,
have a security detail of
I got
200
you. Thank you.
plus.
I've heard your question.
Right.
And thank you for respecting my wife that way.
Right.
As far as the detail is concerned, there are 4 mayors. The detail operation reflects all of the mayors, past and present. The particular portion of my detail is not the size in which you described. I believe it's less than 30 or so. That there are shifts that are ran, and like every other mayor, that detail is appropriated according to again what every other mayor has had. As far as what this budget is about investing in people.
Look at this.
And what's clear in this budget is that we are investing in youth and workforce, and at a time in which unfortunately, there has been a great deal of real mean-spirited attacks against young Black and brown children.
Okay.
You say,
Did he just pivot to Black and brown? Did he just pivot to talk about, you see what I'm talking about? This man asks you're trying to tax the your Chicago people to the exact dime of what you spent on this illegal crisis and the money that you spending on y'all detail, you and your wife. Look how he just keep pivoting back to, now you want to put Black and brown, Black in there. Why you steady putting Black in there? We don't have nothing to do with that. See, this is what they do. Black people. So what you're doing is Black people. See, you trying to now keep using this Black card. Like anytime somebody asks you, I got a Black wife and Black kids. See, this is what they try to do. Use the Black plight for buzzwords. Why are you bringing up Black? You're not doing nothing for the Black community. You're not doing nothing for our kids. Our kids are dying in the street. Everything, and now you want to keep talking about what you're trying to do. We're the lowest in education here in 49 states. Our kids can't read, and then you want to sit up there. You're taking our money out of our community. That's why me, Miss Jessica Zoe, go down there to the financial budget, because you all are giving our money to everybody else for affordable homes for these illegals to build those type of homes, and we're telling you no, invest in our communities. So you don't care nothing about Black people, but this is what these people do. This is what pisses me off about this idiot Mohawk wearing mayor. Now you gonna try to, let me go back a little bit. Because he gonna try, what do Black people got to do with this?
And what's clear in this budget is that we are investing in youth and workforce. And at a time in which, unfortunately, there has been a great deal of real mean-spirited attacks against young Black and brown children.
when you say mean-spirited attacks against young Black youth,
so
are you talking about the carjackers or the armed robbers? What I mean, or are you just talking about every young Black child in the city of Chicago? I'm not sure what you're referring to.
You're not?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. Well, there's Black and brown children in this city who I'm going to invest in.
And
that's who I'm
they're
referring
dying
to.
in larger. They're being shot and murdered. I'm sorry. And
thank you for your question.
Why aren't you worried about their safety?
Thank you for your question.
Have you? Are you enjoying your raise? Any chance of giving us a comment?
Mr. Kelly, please.
What?
Listen.
What? Well, it seems like there's a real pattern in the Johnson administration of members of his administration making outrageous comments like your "fuck the pigs" comment. Have you?
Mr. Kelly,
Yes.
please give her a moment. She's not.
Give her a moment. You know, there are police officers who are committing suicide. You know, they're not, and we have a lot of police officers that are quitting.
Thank you for joining.
We're very understaffed.
So you say, did he listen to? So you see, and I love the way that reporter. I love the way he put it right back on. Are you talking about the black and brown kids that are dying in the street? You talking about the carjackings, the killers? That's all in Chicago. Are those the people you talking about? You help and helping the carjackers, the murderers, those people? Because that's all. That's what's happening in Chicago in the black community. So are those the people you referring to? You see how he threw it right back on him? And then what did he say? No further questions. No further questions. Let y'all hear that again. Congratulations for their black and brown. Shall we alert the media? Let's talk facts. So did he party? He's going to jail. Exactly. Listen, keep black people names out of your mouth. That's all I'm saying. Keep black people names out of your mouth, Brandon Johnson. But let me let you. So what he's doing at that now is he's okay. Let me let y'all see this again. I love it.
Members of his administration making outrageous.
So he's saying the members of his administration are making outrageous amount of money and they're getting raises. This is what they're doing. They're stealing our money. They're getting raises. This is what he's saying at the end. So he's confronting one of the ladies who recently just got a raise, right? So let me show y'all in the end. Let me show y'all. Let's just see what he say about. And then you see how Brandon Johnson just told him no more questions. Why? You brought up black and brown. You brought up black. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the black and brown you talking about. Now you don't want to talk about it, huh? That's different, huh? You don't want to talk about that. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, let's see. So I love William. Okay, let me see how.
As far as what this budget is about investing in people.
Look.
And what's clear in this budget is that we are investing in youth and workforce. And at a time in which, unfortunately, there has been a great deal of real mean-spirited attacks against young black and brown children.
Listen.
When you say mean-spirited attacks against young black youth,
yeah. So
are you talking about the carjackers or the armed robbers? What I mean, or are you just talking about every young black child in the city of Chicago? I'm not sure what you're referring to.
You're not?
No, I'm not.
Oh. Okay. Well, there's black and brown children in this city who I'm going to invest in.
And
that's who I'm referring
dying
to.
in larger. They're being shot and murdered. I'm sorry. And
thank you for your question.
Why aren't you worried about their safety?
Thank you for your question.
Have you? Are you enjoying your raise? Any chance of giving us a?
Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Now you don't want to talk about it. Now you don't want to talk about that, huh? When he say, okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the black kids that's dying, just dying. And do you care about them? You ain't doing anything to help them. You remove ShotSpotter, remember? So what are we talking about here? Let's talk about it. Then when he say, I don't want to talk about it now, no more questions. Really? Really? And then he go and talk to the mayor's top aide, which is a woman, because she just got a great raise. Oh, okay. So now you're trying to find out how to get the money back. So let's start cutting y'all budgets. Let's start cutting all the raises that you gave all your staff and your people. Let's start cutting that. Let's start cutting that. No, that's too much like right. You want to tax the Chicago citizens. These people, let me see. What do they say? So that's what I'm saying. These people are sick. This is what I'm talking about. We cannot afford to have people like this back in office. This man is a disgrace. Remember, I told you, these people always try to say black. They put black right when they talking about anything. This man or the Democrat Party, they always try to use the black plight. William Kelly says he's fighting City Hall. So look, so they always try to use the black plight to get to get things done, or to get people off their back. Oh, you just said it because I'm black, or I got a black wife. This is what they do. No, we are saying that because you was voted the America's worst mayor. That's what you were voted. You are going down in history as being America's worst mayor. That's why we're talking about it. We don't care about you being black. This is the card that this man always try to use, or the Democrat Party. So like I keep telling you all, we're not falling for that this time. We're not falling for all the shenanigans. We're not falling for the race baiting and, oh, I'm a black man. Listen, we got black people from the mayor to the aldermen to so-called black woman or whatever, to the president. And when we had Obama, a black president, what have we gotten? So stop using the black card. Stop trying to get us stop using us as talking points. Stop using our plight to just do what you want to do and say what you want to say. We're not going for that no more. We don't care. We don't care. What the black people care about is why you stealing black people property. Why y'all stealing black people property in Chicago? Why are y'all stealing our money? And why are you all getting all the people raises? So we got these top aide got a raise. I gotta find out how much money he done paid her. So you got a top aide getting all this money. Your whole staff is getting a bunch of money, just got raises. So I need to find that out too. I'm gonna see what they got, because I'm sure I can find out. So everybody getting paid to sell you out. Everybody black though. She a black woman though. The lady that he just asked that question to, she a black woman though. Oh, we got a black face. But ain't nobody benefiting that but her and him. All the other black people who just want to see a token black face up there, who want to be who want to just see a black face in office, you're being left behind. But guess who getting that money? Them and his staff and the people and the other black faces he got standing up there that he put in place. That can't do a damn, can't help you at all. But look, it's a whole black staff though. It's all black people. Shut up. Just look. You got black people. Just be okay with that. Be okay with a black face. No, we can't do anything for you. No, we selling you out. No, we're not advocating nothing for the black people at all. But just shut up. Look, we got black faces here though. Be happy about that. And we're going to use your plight. We're going to use black people plight. But no, we're not giving you anything. And just be happy you got a black face up in here in office. So that's what I'm talking about. That's it right now. So this is what we as black Chicago citizens have to stop, or American citizens have to stop doing. We have to stop voting for color. Let me see. When you talking, when we are voters, let me see. So we don't care anymore. We are not going to allow You. So we're not going to allow you to come in and keep using us. You doing? Hey, Miami, we're not going to let you keep using us to get ahead. And the only person that's benefiting is you, your family, and your friends off our dollars. Not going to happen. So until Black Americans wake up, because we are the ones who keep voting for Democrats 90 to 95% of the time without any tangibles, without anything in return, we blindly and Lord give them our we're loyal to that party. We'll go in and vote Democrat blue no matter who without anything in return. We do that. We are the ones that do that. Everybody else vote what's in their best interest. We don't care. We're gonna vote long as you got a black face, long as you got a D by your name, Democrat. We're gonna vote for you. We're no longer doing that. We want tangibles. We want to see any tangibles. If we don't see that, then you can't get our vote. No, I mean nobody. We're getting to the point where I want us to be able to leverage our vote. Listen, what are you going to do? What are you going to do for the Black Chicago? What are you going to do for Black citizens of Chicago? Because we are the only ones being displaced. Hispanics are coming up. They have their neighborhoods. They have their businesses in their neighborhoods. In the Hispanic neighborhood, they got businesses, Hispanic-owned businesses in their neighborhood. They own their homes. That's what they do, and I'm not blaming them because that's what you're supposed to do. In the white neighborhood, you got white-owned businesses. You got people who they in the house who own the houses. They white in their neighborhood. In the Jewish neighborhood, you got Jews that own their businesses, own their homes in their neighborhood. Heck, we even got Chinatown in Chicago. In Chinatown, Chicago, you got Chinese owning their own businesses, owning their own homes and things like that. Black neighborhoods in the black community, what we got? Everybody else owning our stuff. Everybody else owning business except for us. Everybody else we got two black people and two black people in our neighborhood and everybody else. So no, they work hard for what no government will help us until we help ourselves. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That's why hi from California, love what you and your team are doing out there in Chicago. Great work, Danny. Thank you so much, SPTL. So I'm not knocking anybody who doing what they're supposed to do. You're supposed to do that. Self-preservation is the first rule. So I'm not knocking nobody. That's what you're supposed to do. But we as Black Chicago and Black America, we got to get our stuff together. We have to get our stuff together. So this is who, because the Democrats stay into power, because we vote for them, we make sure they get in. Black people make sure the Democrat Party stay in power, especially on the local level. We make sure that. That's how Brandon Johnson got in. Black people, CTU, the black people came out and knocked on doors for him. We're no longer doing that. We're not doing it. And now we're going to start getting grassroots people who are advocating for what we want, advocating for whatever. So if you're in Chicago and you want to use the black plight like Brandon Johnson do, then you're gonna get the black people what they do. You're gonna give the black people what we need in our neighborhood. You all not just gonna keep using us for the vote and then go give it to everybody else. Now you just gonna show us in our face when these illegals came. You gonna not only use our plight, because you're a black man, Brandon Johnson, and you're a black wife and black kids, then but yet and still, you got black people steady going up to the city council saying, hey, my neighborhood Illegals are all in my neighborhood. Hey, they're stealing black people homes, property. Hey, our schools in our neighborhood is, we got 50 to 1 class. Hey, and we can't get no help. But everybody else can get their resources. No, we're not doing that anymore. We're fighting for what we need and what we are owed. We cannot come up as a community, as a people, if we keep allowing everybody else to come in on our plight and we don't look out for ourselves. That's over for that now. So that's what we are on. Brendan Johnson. That's when you see us in there, black Americans coming there. We're not playing no more. We're not settling for just this, because you showed us everything we asked for with our tax dollars in the black community. Then you said you didn't have it, but you came and found 300 million for these. I want to say more, because 400 million is what they're saying. But you know, we got the add, because he's still giving these. We still have shelters, like in Hyde Park and over here on Cicero on 73rd and Black Cicero, 71st, 470. I want to say between 71st and 73rd and Cicero. So we know you're still paying for them. So we know that it's more than 400 million. So we're not playing anymore. You're not going to keep telling us that you don't have it. And so until we need to wake black people up, we need to get them to understand you're going to stop voting for this particular party and giving them all your loyalty and giving them everything, and you get nothing in return. So no, we're not. We're going to, until we can become independent, and that's, until we can do that, we're going to go Republican. We're going to start vetting people who are for Chicago, everybody, but in particular, you're not going to get everybody their stuff and then don't do nothing for us. No, not going to happen. So I mean, if you're going to be a mayor, you're going to be a mayor for everybody. I understand that. You're going to be a president for everybody. But you're not just going to skip over us and do what you're going to do with us while getting and looking out for everybody else. No, we're going to hold you to the fire. We're going to hold your feet to the fire. This is what we need. This is what we need in our neighborhood. We pay taxes. This is what we want. We need businesses, black-owned businesses in our neighborhood. We need black-owned homeowners in our neighborhood. You're not going to take our properties. You're not going to put migrant shelters in our property. You're not going to put affordable apartments and stuff in our community where we got houses at. No, you go put them in your neighborhood and house the illegals. If that's what you want. We're not going to keep allowing that, because contrary to what y'all think, black people own their homes. Black people have problems. Black people work real hard too. So that's what that is. Yes, and control. Exactly. Then realistically, what would you like to see being done to help the black community that doesn't also apply to every American? Well, we're not. Everybody got their own people stuff that they're advocating for. So think about it. Hispanics got their own thing. Jews got their own thing. They look organization that just make sure they're taken care of. Jews do. Hispanics got their organizations that just make sure that Hispanics are taken care of. You got Asians. Asians have their own little what you call that, organizations that make sure that they are just taken care of. Black people don't have that. Black people don't have that. And I'm not talking about NAACP and the Black Cause. Those people finna go on about their business. Because for the NAACP and the Black Caucus. What have black people got? Anything? Just anything. So what we need to do is just make sure that if everybody else, if every other group can have organizations and have things that's advocated just specifically for them, then black people need to have that. Things that's going to deal specifically with our issues. So if our issues are making sure we establish this business in our community, making sure that we are house owners, making sure our schoolings are great, give us a whole economic plan. These are the things that we need to be. This is what we want. And it's almost like what Ice Cube did when he presented the platinum plan to Trump. You know, he had a list of things that's how the black community and why it's the way it is, and the things that we can do, or the government can do, or the government can do to assist in that. And we won't for black people. So, like I said, I don't care about people having a problem. I don't care, because when Asians are just asking for hate crimes, and Asian is just asking for things that the Asian, like Chinatown, they're not putting Asian and black together. They're not doing that. You don't see them saying Asians and blacks. You know, that you don't see the Asians going to their representatives and say, hey, I'm thinking that the Asians and blacks need something. Or you don't think them saying, hey, the Asian group, they advocating for everybody else under the Asian group. No, if you're in Chinatown, then they're asking, their representatives are asking things specifically that's going to help build up Chinatown and keep Chinatown like it is and keep it established. Keep the businesses in there in Chinatown and keep the houses in Chinatown. That's what they're advocating for. Everybody can do that except for black people. When it come down for black people asking, okay, we need something that specifically help us, where we can keep businesses in our neighborhood, we can keep our black people houses that protect us. Oh no, we can't just do nothing specifically for black people. No. Okay, we can just be a human. Listen, don't tell me I'm just another black person. Listen, I'm a human being. I am. I'm America. Like I said, I love everybody. We for everybody. But this is, and it's something, you see how now it's convenient to forget who you are. You see how, as I get what you're saying though, but you see how people are. This is how people are. People have a problem with black people when they start advocating for something that's just going to help us. Now, black people are the lowest economically. Yes, we are. So a group that's the lowest economically but everybody using their plight. Everybody saying black this, everybody black that. You got black people in power. We're the lowest economically. But you see how when you start asking for things, now it's been shown in our neighborhood, that's why we're going down there with Brandon Johnson in his office, that we have not gotten the things that we needed or asked for in our community. Not only that, we're being displaced. Not only that, and you're putting other people in our community that's displacing us and setting up business. Now, you see this. Look at these comments. Now, anytime black people start advocating for things that's going to help black people, look, people got a problem with it. People got a problem with it. Look at it. They got a problem with when you start advocating for something that's going to help you and your community and your kids. They got a problem with it. Now, long as you mixing everybody else in the group, long as you mixing everybody else in, and you just advocate for everybody else, and everybody else getting ahead, and you stand at the bottom, they cool with it. They're great with it. Soon as you start saying, hey, no, our kids can't read. We're the lowest economically. That's proven. Black people are low. It's black and then Hispanic. So when you start saying, hold on, no, we got to do something that's going to help us, or self-preservation is the first law. So now when you start saying, oh no, we got to do something for the black community to make sure that we have and we strive and we have for our generation, then it's a problem. Then it's what about everybody? What about this? What about that? All the while, y'all got y'all own. Y'all do. Y'all have y'all own people advocating for y'all. So come on. I'm done with that. I'm done with that. Like I said, as Americans, I love my Americans, period. Hispanic, Asian, black, white, everything. Love y'all. Love y'all. And everything Trump do, like I said, is going to benefit America, the entire America. But what black people asking for ain't got nothing to do with y'all. So y'all can just mind y'all, let us mind our black business. It don't have nothing to do with y'all. So like I said, everybody else, when it come down to American first, we for that. America first. But what's happening to our communities and what they're doing to our communities and our people, they don't have nothing to do with y'all. So go on, just take a seat. Okay, so you're American. All right. So are you down here? If you're American, that's true. But all for P Doggy. Okay, so we're American, that's true. So are you down? Are you taking a trip to Chicago and coming down to the city hall and fighting for us with us? Because we're all Americans, remember? So you see the injustice we talk about at all the city hall meetings, Doggy. So we're Americans. Where you at? Do I see you saying, hey, I'll be down there to help y'all fight? So don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. So y'all can go on Sisters Talking Truth in the... Okay, you know that the first thing I would do, whatever, I didn't ask you what the first thing you would do. Oxford P Dog. I didn't ask you that. I asked you a specific question. I asked you, will you come down here if you don't live in Chicago, take a trip and come to the city hall meeting with us? Let's say Tuesday. We're all Americans, right? So they're treating your American sisters and brothers, they're treating us like garbage. So will you come down here Tuesday, take a trip, fly down here and fight with us in City Hall? Okay, so, all right, so please offer email me, make you just or message me on I'm gonna put my email right there under it. No, as a matter of fact, you're gonna email Chicago all hands on deck at gmail.com. That should be coming down my phone right now. You should be emailing me right now and saying, well, you need me to come. This is what the link is, Chicago, all hands on deck at gmail.com. This is our website, Chicago Flips Red. This is our website. I should be sending a notification right now to see that you email me. And then I will, if you come down here and if you come down here and if you, I will put you, we'll video, I'll have you on here and I'll show the people, yeah, Doggy did come through. He came, he said, or she said what they was going to do and they did it. But until then, I don't want to hear it. So other than that, if you're not trying to come down here, because right now ain't nobody else helping. It's just us. Ain't nobody else that came down there and say, hey, I see what y'all doing. I love what you're doing. I'm coming down there. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go make sure nobody. So this is why I said everybody can talk all they want to. I can care less about that. Go sit in the corner and kick rocks. No, the pay ain't nothing. You ain't getting paid for it. We're Americans, remember. Ain't nobody paying you nothing. So if you don't want to do nothing, then shut up. So so you all can say what you want to say. Trump, yup, Trump 2024, baby. So we do not care what you all say, but I love my trolls. I love my trolls. I respect my trolls. The reason why I love my trolls in the comments is because my likes I'm getting up, my comments, everything. I like that. Thank you, trolls. Thank you. I appreciate you. I love you because you're bringing my views up, and that's what I love. You can come in here, troll all you want to. As long as it's not really bad, come in here and troll all you want to. That's bringing my views up. And I appreciate you because I know a lot of my trolls, a lot of people are lonely. It's the holiday time. You're around here. You don't have nobody. This is probably the only thing that you look forward to come on somebody live and troll. And that's fine. We love you. I love you here. I love you. Because you help my views get up, and I know you lonely, and that's cool. And don't nobody bet not say nothing bad about you. Now I can talk about you, but don't nobody else bet not talk about you. You my trolls. You my troll. You my hater. Okay, that's all it is. So I appreciate that, and don't nobody bet not say bad, speak bad about you, trolls. Only I can do that. See, that's how it is. You know how when you can't stand somebody, or they're your mama, your sister, and you be like, I can't stand my mother. But then you can say that, but don't nobody else better not say that. Yeah, that's how my trolls. That's good, trolls. That's cool. All right? Yeah, because see, that's my views. It's bringing my views up. I appreciate that. So, like I said, yes, Trump 2024, baby. So what I'm saying is, you all, so Chicago Flips Red is a grassroots movement. We are getting people from the grassroots who know what's going on, who know what the problems are, and who's going to help everybody in Chicago far as what's right. So everybody is going to be able to benefit, and it's going to be what's right. Not that these particular people get something, but this person don't. People that we put in office or that we get behind, they have a solid plan for Chicago, and everybody is going to benefit it. Not just one particular person or group or none of that. So these are the people that we are looking for to get behind, because our mission is to flip Chicago and Illinois red, and that's the mission. Because we got to let these Democrats know. I just showed you all these people are coming. These people are coming, and guess what? They're going to be coming to the sanctuary cities, especially the ones who are saying, like idiot Brandon Johnson, Governor Pritzker, and Newsom, and all that. All of them are saying that they are not going to let Trump do what he want to do. So when these people come here, you all, that I just showed you, the thousands of people that are making their way here, they're going to be coming to these cities, Chicago, to these places, Denver, California, New York. They're going to be coming to these places. So you all understand what's going to happen. We already got, like I said, 70,000 here. So we can't allow it. We can't allow these Democrats to keep playing. What are you for, Trump or not? Now, no, I'm for Trump. Trump 2024. I don't know who. I don't know if you're confused about that. I'm for Trump. So what I'm saying is, the video I just showed, you all came in late. If you came in late, I showed videos about the illegals that's coming here before Trump get in office. You got to go back to the beginning of the video. I show all the videos. That's what I'm talking about. And they are coming here, and we know that they are going to be coming to sanctuary cities. All them people that I showed you all that were coming, headed for the border and trying to get here before Trump get in office, they're going to be headed to the sanctuary cities, because they know that if they're in these regular states and cities that ICE can just come and get them. They're not protected. But if they're in a sanctuary city, they know that it's going to be harder. So so those people that I showed you all, the video and everything that's coming, that's trying to make their way here, they're going to be coming here. So we have to make sure that we are standing on business. We got to make sure that we are letting these aldermen and our state representatives know, listen, if you all don't work with Trump to get these people up out of here, then you all gonna we're already coming for those seats. Seriously. Already coming for those seats. But we're gonna be calling them, letting them know we're not playing and holding them accountable. We're definitely, and we want to audit. We want the money that was spent, like the reporter said, they were saying the money that was spent to these what did he say? The Kansas group. What did I just say? There was the in my other video. What was that name? Let me see. Take on my paper right here. Kansas-based favorite staffing. That was one of the companies that he talked about. And remember, we just did this in the other video, broke it down with all the money that was spent, all of our tax money that was spent to these places, to these shelters. And what was the other one? What was it? It was favorite staffing too. So just like he said, this is the money you pay to all these places, and you spent all of our money and so now you trying to tax us and get it back. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I want to warn you all. That's what I want to warn you all. Those are legal. Okay, whatever. At the entertainment folks, yeah, do you go door knocking to talk to people about voting red? Those are legals. Cardi B, Beyonce, Oprah all got paid for campaign. Yeah, they all got paid. Yes. Asylum, no, it's not. Listen, when you come over here because you just want to come over here because you want to make more money, that's not asylum. Stop it. I don't care what Wolf Frost. I don't care what you say. You can make it legal if you want to. Whatever you saying, it don't matter to me. Let them come to where you at. As for me and my house, as for me and my people, we're calling ICE. Soon as Trump get in office, so you really just typing on your keyboard. I don't care. You can call, you can try to blur the lines between legal and illegal, all the asylum seekers and not, you can try to blur the line. I don't care. You can talk to somebody else with that. Period. Anybody who not dealing with what we dealing with in our neighborhood and not dealing with what's going on in our community, y'all can kick rocks. I keep telling y'all, it don't matter what you say to me. ICE is going to be on speed dial. Soon as Trump get in office, we're getting Brandon Johnson, Mohawk up out of here, because soon as we ask for a forensic audit and he stole our money, then that's how we're going to get him up out of here. Or if he had to go to full term, then we're going to make sure people know exactly how he spent our tax money and what these Chicago and Democrats doing. And I might just start a whole new undercover agency. That might be what Chicago Red next move might be. And we might have heck, I might go apply for ICE myself and be over Chicago department. So, I mean, what you saying, I don't care, legal, illegal, asylum seeker, whatever you want to say, whatever. That's what we're going to do. That's what Chicago flips red on. So, and not only that, if you care that much, just go put them in your neighborhood. Go hide them out in your homes. Go hide them out everywhere. Go put them all in your home and in your basement, spend all your money, however you want to do it. But I don't care. It don't matter what you're saying to me at this point. I don't care. Because you know what, you all liberals and these people who don't and don't have nothing, they're not going through this or dealing with this, they somewhere else, they always want to encourage you to do something. They always want to encourage you to, what would Jesus do? What this and that. That's what they say to you. All while they're making sure their family taken care of. They're making sure they're straight. I just showed you all these people who are coming here. They're coming here with the intentions of breaking the law. They know that Trump is getting in. It ain't like they know that Kamala is in the office and they can just come. They know it's Trump, that Trump is in the office, and they know that what Trump said. They don't care what they said. They don't care. They still trying to get here, and if we want them, once they get in, if he wanted them to leave, then he gonna have to spend the taxpayer money to get them out. They are not going to use none of their resources. That's what I'm talking about. So I don't care. I'm coming over here illegally. I'm going to break the law, and I don't care about the taxpayers being broke. It ain't got nothing to do with me. If you want me to go and send me back on your dollar. And you think I care about, they supposed to be asylum seekers or legal? Come on. Put them in your neighborhood, put them in your basement, house them, get them all your food and stuff, and then you know you're good. That's all. Immigrants don't pay into the system. No, they don't. We're not I'm talking about, y'all can say what you want to say, immigrants. We're talking about illegal people who crossed the border illegally and now are on our welfare. How are they paying into the system? Chicago is broke. It's in $1 billion deficit. Tell me how they paying into the system. They all getting free everything. So you're not coming over here and you are contributing to the system like that's what it's supposed to be. You coming over here, the video I just showed you, they the ones don't have nothing. They just showed the video where the people coming over here don't have nothing. They already they sleeping in shelters. They getting everything for free. So you mean to tell me that those are the people that's coming over here that's paying into the system? Get out of here. Get out of here. This is how stupid people want you to be, everybody. Everybody who are American citizens, this is how stupid people want you to be. They want you to do something that they won't even do. That's what they do. And they expect you to be stupid enough to go for it. This is how stupid people are. This is how stupid Wolf Frost is. This is how stupid they are. That's how stupid people think you are. And that's why you got to let these people know. And that's how Sugar Hill. I don't have to, I already said it. I don't have to tell you, who are you? Please tell how these people are affecting your life. Who are you that I have to tell? Who are you? See, that's what I'm saying. People need, I'm giving some of these people attention because they need some. I know they come on here because they just want me to say something to them. I understand that. That's why some of these people I'm addressing, because when you get comments like that, people just want you to acknowledge them. And sometimes that go a long way, because I keep telling y'all, it's the holiday season. It's like Thanksgiving, and people they lonely. They like vote there with the Democrats. They probably don't have husbands or wives. They had cats. They lonely, and they want everybody to be miserable and all that. So you gotta address some of these people sometimes. But anyway, make them feel special. But like I was saying, you all, this is where we at in Chicago. I just showed y'all the videos. If you just coming in, go look. Earlier, I just showed all the videos, and this is just what we're talking about now. The people, how it's going to affect, especially the sanctuary cities, who these people will definitely come to, because they're coming in knowing that Trump is going to implement a mass deportation. They're trying to get here before Biden get out of office. And they're definitely going to come to sanctuary cities, because they know that with sanctuary cities, they don't cooperate with ICE. So they're definitely going to be headed to Chicago and New York and all these places. So to try to escape being deported. And then and especially if these idiot mayors and governors keep trying to double down on it, these people are definitely going to be here. But we are not playing. Chicago Flips Red are not playing with these people. We're not playing with this mayor. We're not playing with this governor. We're not playing with these aldermen, the disgraced 50. That's what we call them, disgraced 50. We're not playing with Kwame Raoul, the attorney general. We're not playing with we're just none of them. We're not playing with them. So if you're gonna do your job and do what the citizens want, or you're getting up out of there, which you're getting up out of there anyway because you have failed the Chicago citizens. So since you have did that, you must go, all right, and be replaced. That's what Chicago Red is about. I got my You Against You Fitness shirt on today, y'all. You Against You Fitness. So I don't know if I introduced myself. I'm Danny C, expert trainer. So this is where you got fitness meets politics. I was just minding my business, y'all, just being a trainer, training half of Chicago and abroad. And this mayor and this administration, even before then, even before now, but they kept pushing and kept pushing. Now they woke up a sleeping giant. I was just minding my business, y'all, training my clients, doing what I do, and now they woke up a sleeping giant. And now this is where they meet in the other side of Danny C. So this is my brand, You Against You Fitness, and we also have Chicago Flips Red shirts. So if you want to get one of these, or if you want me to train you, or because I'm going to be doing virtual training now that it's cold, in the wintertime. I'm going to be doing virtual training. So I will be putting my email up and the email if you want to join All Hands on Deck. If you want to join, want to be a part of the movement, because it's not stopping here. People in New York are asking and want us to be they want this movement to happen where they want the Democrats out. They're tired of the Democrat Party and their policies and what they have did to their communities. So they want us to start, coming in with them. And California, y'all got to understand, it's so many people. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to have Zoom meetings. So therefore, we can have Zoom meetings where everybody, if you live in a different state and things like that, and then maybe like once a month or somewhere, we're going to meet at a central location, and then we're going to start moving to different states of people who just want to be a part of this movement and tired of what the Democrat policies and the Democrat Party have done to their neighborhood and have done to their communities. And now they just want to be a part of this movement. So if you do want to be a part of this movement, make sure you email Chicago All Hands on Deck. That's what it's called, Chicago All Hands on Deck at gmail.com. I'm going to put that in the comments, but it takes a little time for this to load up. And I'm going to put, if you want me to train you virtually or in person, then you can go on my IG page, which is You Against You Fitness, or my Facebook, Danielle Carter Walters, and on my TikTok too. So, but that was on my You Against You Fitness IG. That's my page. If you want to see my work, see my clients before and after, you all, wait till y'all see their results. I don't be playing. They be snatched. They be cut up there. Yes, great results. So if that's what you want to do, but yes, you all, this is serious, and I'm gonna keep showing you all what's really happening and how Chicago will be affected and what's going on, because people in Chicago are just walking around like with their heads in the clouds. They don't understand what's happening or see or even know what's happening. But this is, we have to be vigilant. we have to understand, if we're going to ever come together and to survive, as especially the Black community in the we have to stick together, and we have to start doing things different. Especially the first thing is get off this Democratic plantation. We got to do that. We got to do that. We're with Trump. If y'all don't, let me say it again, Trump 2024. Hopefully we can go meet Trump and talk to him and have a great conversation with him. So that's what we're on. And get Miss Jessica, get him to look at, send them people down there to look at Miss Jessica Jackson and Zoe Lee property, how the Democrats have just stole their property. So we're trying to get Trump to look at because it's hard for the Democrats won't investigate, they won't look at it. They know what they did. They know that what they did is just totally against the law and totally just a crime. They know this. But because you're in a Democrat state, in a Democrat city, the lawyers, they don't want to take it against the city because they all Democrats. Then you have everybody that you go to try the steps that you go to try to get justice, they all Democrats. So they just keep giving you the runaround. They notice they stealing your property, Black people property. That's why you got Jessica Jackson down there. You got Zoe Lee down there cussing these people out, going off, and have not given up. And this is what's going on. They've been doing this for a very long time. But it just so happened they just came across the right ones with Miss Jessica Jackson and Zoe Lee. And now they thought they was going to be able to take somebody's property like they always do, but they wasn't expecting to come across those two. So now that's what it is, then we are going to make sure we go see Trump, try to get to him and get him to look at those documents and see what they did and send a DOJ, send whatever to do with them and take these people down, because it's hard to get justice when you're in everybody Democrats and they all stealing and they all corrupt. Chicago is known as the most corrupt city ever. So this is what these people do. So we're definitely not stopping. We're definitely not playing with these people. And y'all just came across the right ones. So yes, that's our mission. That's what we're going to do. If you want to be a part, again, Chicago, all hands on deck at gmail.com. Or if you want to get Danny C. But I'll put my email. Like I said, y'all can message me on IG, You Against You Fitness. It's the letter U, against, and then You Fitness. Or you can email me at danny-carter@hotmail.com. But I'll put that up. So I love you all. Always make sure. Oh, you know what, y'all? Because I always have to give you all a fitness tip before I leave. I always say that, right, y'all? So let me see. Before y'all, let me see. Let me see. What fitness tip I can give you all to take with you. Okay, so let me just reiterate. December is coming up, you all. We're doing the fitness challenge. I'm going to put up a fitness challenge on this page, and it's something you can do at home. You can do that at home, and I'm going to be, and then you can comment under that video like, Danny, homework done, Danny, I did it. You can just comment, let me know that you did it, and were you able to get through it. And this is what we'll be doing for the month of December. So I'm going to post it like the beginning of December, and then we are doing no sugar and no starches for the month of December. So that's the challenge we're going to be doing for 6 weeks, you all. Well, until New Year's. So a lot of you all have New Year's resolutions that you're going to lose weight and all that. So you can go into the New Year's already doing, start your fitness journey. So you don't have to wait till New Year's. You can already have started. So we're having no sugar and no starches for that 6 weeks as well. So you're gonna have December going into the new year. You're gonna be already into your fitness resolution if that's what you're gonna be doing, and I'm gonna post it. And then we're gonna do no sugar, no starches, and I'll be showing you some of the things you can do to substitute. I showed you all with the cauliflower rice and that you can do instead of regular rice, and mashed potatoes. They got cauliflower mashed potatoes, so that can be considered your starch if you just have to have a starch. If you feel like you have to have a starch, then you will just have a chicken breast, some broccoli, and your cauliflower rice. That'll be your 3-course meal, and the cauliflower rice make you feel like you got a starch and make you think it's rice, and it's good. So that can be, your substitute. But I'm going to definitely be, and let me show y'all my protein. Let me show you my protein that I do, because when I work out, you all, this is what I do. I do my pre-workout in the morning, and then I make sure I do my protein twice a day. So I might do my pre-workout, and maybe around 11 I do my protein shake, and then I have my lunch, and then I do my protein shake around again 4 o'clock, and then I eat my dinner. I always try to make sure I eat before 6. So if it's at 6, but I always try to eat before 7 o'clock. I never eat past 7, okay? So you just be mindful of how you're going to be doing this. But I'll be talking a little bit more about that the closer we get, probably like the last week of Thanksgiving. But let me show you all what I do, the protein powder I use. Okay, so this is the protein powder I use. It's right here. I'll go get it right from Walmart. Isopure. It's Isopure. 0 carbs. Remember I was telling y'all we're not doing no starches and no sugar. And this is why, because look, you got to make sure, and let me show y'all why I do this one. Because remember, we're doing no sugar. You got to be really careful, because protein, some of them have a lot of carbs and sugar. But look what's good about this. Look, I'm going to let y'all look what it say. 100% whey protein. Look, 0 fat, 0 carbs. Look, and 0 sugar. Y'all see that? 0 sugar, 0 carbs, 0 fat. So that's why. So you got to be mindful of the protein you use too as well, y'all. So I get this right from Walmart, and then I put it right here, y'all. I just put a scoop in my bottle of water, shake it up, and I drink it. So now as you're working out, you want to be building muscles. You want to be able to see your tone, your muscles. You want to be able to see them. So you got to make sure you have enough protein, especially when we start doing this 6-week challenge, because you all will not be doing the starches and you won't be doing the sugar. So your body is definitely going to need your protein, okay? So that's just a tip. That's what we're going to do, because I'm always about being healthy. Whatever we do, if I'm out here advocating and got to go and do what we got to do, you got to be healthy inside and outside. All right? And we got to make sure we save, and we got to make sure that we are making Jesus the center of our life, okay? So I love y'all. If you're not saved, if you're not, you don't have a relationship with Jesus Christ, you have to. That's like the most important thing in your life, your relationship with Christ. If you're not saved, remember, I always tell y'all this. Just confess with your heart. Repent that Jesus is the Christ, that he's the Son of God, and he died for your sins. You got to repent. You got to repent, and you have to mean what you say. You gotta tell God, forgive me. I repent for everything I'm doing, and I don't want to do this no more. So you gotta repent and confess with your mouth, and then just ask God, hey, if I don't even know you real, if you don't believe God is real, God, I don't even think you're real. If you're real, show me. And things like, you got to do those things, because there's some people who just be like, God ain't real. You know, they think that. And if you think that, just, Lord, I don't believe you real. I'm going through some things right now, and I don't see my way out of it, and I need you to show me. You know, just that. But always confess with your mouth, repent, and just ask him, Lord, take all of me, because the things I'm dealing with, I cannot overcome these things by myself. I need you, and to take all of this, all of me, and give me all of you. I don't want none of this. Just give me you. And he will do it. He will do it, you all, and start changing your life and things like that. But we have to be aware of what's going on. And we have to understand that the devil had devices. Listen, you all, God does things in order, decent and in order. Anytime you see chaos, anytime like the border, that's not of God. When people are intentionally coming over here and just doing what they want to do and breaking the law, and now it's bringing chaos, and now you got murderers, rapists, and things like that here, and now citizens are being harmed and things, that's not of God, you all. And don't let nobody make you feel like it is, and don't make nobody make you feel like you have to accept this. No, all in the Bible, the Bible tells you a city without walls, that's not wisdom. You wouldn't go in your house. You have a family. You wouldn't just be in the house with your kids and your family and not have no doors, no windows, no nothing, and just let anybody come in. You don't know them. This is what you're talking about when you don't vet people. So I don't have no doors and no windows in my house. I got kids, and the people who trying to come in, I don't care. I'm not asking them who they are. Anybody can just walk in, walk out with my kids. You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't, just naturally, you wouldn't do that. What sense does that make? It don't make sense, because now you're not even protecting your own kids. You're not even protecting what God gave you. So that's not, people who talk crazy like these people in the comments and want you to deal with this, they won't deal with it. What they're asking you is to act like you in your own house with your kids, and take away your doors and take away your windows, and just say, whoever want to come in, they can come. All right. So this is what please tell. So just look, rainfall show us videos or links to read this. So go back to, if you haven't seen this, go back to the beginning of the video, because I'm not gonna keep going through everything. But yeah, so that's what they're asking you to do when they tell you to accept this. That's not wisdom. It's not of God, and it's chaos, and it's chaotic. So everything is indecent and in order. That's how God works. All right. So always understand that. Don't let nobody make you feel bad and all that for doing something that they won't even do. All right. And love you all. Like I said, I'll be back tomorrow, because I think I'm going to talk about how one of those illegals that the Democrats want you to have no problem with, to be in your neighborhood and stuff, how one of them attacks one of the people that worked in New York, that worked in Alvin Bread's office. So I think we're going to talk about that. Alvin Bread, the one who going after Trump, the fellow that's going after Trump in New York. One of his staff members were attacked by an illegal alien. So let's talk about that. So the Democrats just getting what they, want you to deal with. So we'll talk about that probably tomorrow. All right. I love you all. And I'll try to put the emails and stuff once this video load. All right. Chicago flips red, baby. Trump 2024, baby. Bye-bye.